Welcome back to Wookies on X-Wing. My name is Matt.
I'm John.
And we've got our second game of round 2 of the Gamezilla Fredericton Store Championships.
Alright, so we have Matt Henderson coming back with his list. That was Whisper Fire Control System, Advanced Cloaking Device, and Veteran Instincts. Also, Rear Admiral Chiraneau, Darth Vader, Ysanne Isaard, Experimental Interface, and Expose.
And then got for his contender, he's playing Keyan Farlander with Fire Control System, Push the Limits, and Lando. And then your Tanky Han with Veteran Instincts, Millennium Falcon title, 3PO, and R2-D2.
So I'm very interested to see what this two-ship list versus this two-ship list is going to be. I especially like the fact that both of them are custom paint jobs.
It's cool. Yeah.
It's snazzy. The asteroids tend to be
strange.
Well, not necessarily. It's a kite triangle in the far corner. Nobody wants to really deal with asteroids, it looks like. Phantom doesn't, B-Wing doesn't, Falcon doesn't, Chiraneau doesn't care, so...
Just gonna have a scrum in the open space in the corner.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how this turns out, because, I mean, Fat Han is very solid against very low ship lists. It tends to struggle versus something like a TIE Swarm, or even any multiple ship lists, but against two ships, it's kind of rough.
Yeah, if you can overwhelm 3POs and the Falcon title, if you can overwhelm that, you're going to do good.
What I like about the B-Wing is Lando. Now, I love Lando. The fact that that Cory is using Lando as a co-pilot is kind of neat. He gets to gamble to see what kind of actions he gets, and then he can push the limit after the fact to compensate with whatever action he didn't get. It also is a really cool way of getting, multiple evade tokens of any kind.
On a B-Wing.
Yeah, on a B-Wing, which is super cool. Now, Chiraneau, what we said last video still applies. Very solid. A lot of death potential. Death potential! Expose is really cool. I still have the problem with Isaard due to the fact that he's going to be constantly stressing himself out. But, that's already been said before.
It's alright. Yeah, no, this is so Chiraneau was just out of target acquisition range of Keyan. A little bit sad, but that's all right.
Yeah, that is what it is. And Whisper's cool.
Yeah, Matt's gonna have to deal with Whisper being at a pilot skill disadvantage here, though, just because of Han Solo having veteran instincts.
Mm-hmm.
So he can't really run her at the Falcon with impunity.
Yeah. I mean, and Keyan will be throwing not a decent amount, like not 4 or 5 attack dice that you will see like with Opportunist or something like that, but you will see Keyan being very effective at the dice that he does throw out.
He'll be consistent with his dice.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of running Keyan with something like Opportunist, just because you don't need to stress yourself out until you absolutely have to fire, and it gives you that leeway.
And then you can still spend the stress when you're shooting anyway.
Exactly.
Oh, Keyan don't care. Keyan's a psycho.
I love Keyan and his psychopathic tendencies.
So it looked like Cory may have been anticipating Oikun getting in firing range. But even still, the B-Wing doesn't have bad green maneuvers.
No, it's all right. At this point of the game, at range 3, the green maneuvers are good enough.
They'll get the job done.
The fact that he has to constantly make green maneuvers to keep up with the push the limit Lando combo is going to make it tricky for him. But if he can deal with Chiraneau right away, then he doesn't have to worry as much about it.
Yeah.
I would definitely suggest to deal with the Phantom first. I think that's the biggest threat, but I mean, Chiraneau's ability to turn a hit to a crit is very solid.
It is nice. But I guess, with Keyan, as long as he's shooting, he can push the limit and not really care.
Yeah. That's true.
But it's those turns where he's going to be out of arc. It makes it a little dicier.
Yeah. If he focuses Chiraneau first, it shouldn't be a problem because he's not going to be out. He's not going to get outmaneuvered by Chiraneau.
No, even in a B-wing, you're not going to get outmaneuvered by a Decimator.
No, not at all. And Han coming in later is actually a fairly solid tactic. A lot of Fat Han players will push Han out the door, and I don't think that's a really solid tactic. I think coming in after the battle has started, engaging afterwards is a good way of mitigating the fact that mitigating getting focus fired, which is what a Fat Han really wants to avoid at all cost.
And if you can commit your Falcon when there's fewer ships remaining and those ships are weak, well, you're really going to leverage his defensive abilities. So, yeah, interesting here. Breaking Whisper off to set up a crossfire. It's a smart idea. I like it.
It is smart. What's really cool about Matt's list is that he has constant sources of 4 attack dice.
Yeah, there's a lot of firepower in the list. It's nice. He's gonna need it to deal with Han Solo though.
Yes.
Here he goes. Han's shooting first. Uses his pilot ability. It's like 1 potential. And Matt mitigates it, so that's a nice opening feeling.
Yeah, that is good. The Phantom doesn't want to get shot at by a Fat Han at all.
No.
The fact that he only had 1 potential on him was fairly solid. What he's going to do in the next couple turns is going to be fairly interesting because he doesn't have a lot of place to go.
Put some damage on Han Solo, it looks like. Nice fire control system, recloak. So good opening. Good opening with Whisper.
Yeah. Now
Chiraneau is in range 1, maybe.
Now my suggestion to anybody who is going to be going up against a Fat Han is whatever you're going to do, try to focus fire. Don't split your attacks. Whatever, that is the number 1 thing. And if you're going to fire at Han, then fire at Han with everybody. So I'm going to see if Matt can pull it off with splitting his fire this early in the game. I hope he can.
Put some good hits onto Keyan. Good early hits. Looks like he lost 3 or 4 shields out of that, so there's 3 shields gone, looks like. So it's a scary early hit for the B-wing to take.
Yeah. What's dangerous about Keyan is actually Lando right now. I mean the constant 4 attack dice, because he'll try to stay within range 1. The constant 4 attack dice with the re-rolls and the dice modification and all of that stuff, that's going to be scary. But the fact that he can get like 2 evades off of Lando is brutal.
Yeah, he's going to be just hounding Chiraneau, making him just consistently piling damage into the back of him. Will he kill Chiraneau? Unlikely before he dies, but he's going to put a lot of damage onto him.
It really comes down to what Lando can do for him.
Yeah, for sure. He got an evade out of that, so that's 1 hit going, which is good.
Yeah.
Especially in a B-wing, any way you can mitigate your damage taken is nice.
And I mean, he still has the 1 defense dice. It might not come up that much, but it's still a thing.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. So we got the Decimators. Well, it's basically its standard maneuver of a 2-bank because it's a green maneuver, and your Decimator of any flavor is usually going to be stressed.
Yeah.
Most, if not every turn. So it's a nice, efficient way to get rid of stress.
Yeah.
Especially with a turret.
Well, it's you don't really care that much about the Decimator. The trick with flying large ships, especially with the Decimators, early on planning out exactly your course. And you can get away with, like, obviously with the Outrider and the Falcon, these tight maneuvers. You can, jimmy jam your way through the stars, but you want to see where your opponent's going and make the most out of disrupting them with your large ship, especially since you have that 360 turret. Chiraneau also being able to throw out the damage, and Oykin just ramming through people's throats. It allows you to do a lot of different things that most Rebel players necessarily aren't expecting. Playing a broadsider is not necessarily a bad idea. That's why I prefer Oykin, is that he can just get into the thick of it and get potentially focus fired, and while the rest of your fleet can go and do other things.
Yeah, so it looks like Matt's breaking Whisper off. Does not want to go toe to toe with Han.
No, unfortunately for Matt though, Han can still fire at him despite the fact that he's trying to break off.
Yeah, does allow him to cloak though before Han shoots, which was nice.
But I think Cory's just going to focus fire. Like he was able to break Matt through the center line and separate his force. And if he can just focus fire Chiraneau can't fight back that well.
Yeah, no.
And once Chiraneau's dealt with, the Phantom is not going to be that tricky for Han to deal with.
So, yeah, he rolls an evade on his defense dice, and he spends his tokens, so from all that, B-Wing, from 3 hits, B-Wing took 1 point of shield.
Very tanky, and still a lot of damage potential. It's very solid.
And he gets 4 hits in return. So that's rough. And Oykin's half gone. Yeah, Oykin's half gone. He's got 6 damage on him. So he's halfway through his hull.
Yeah, and Isaard is not triggering because of the fact that he's stressing himself out with expose. And he doesn't have much of a choice, because if he doesn't expose, he's not getting the damage potential to deal with these ships.
Yeah, he really needs to kill. Well, in this case, he's gone after Keyan, so he needs to kill Keyan quickly.
Yeah, and Keyan just got another evade token. Lando's getting the work done.
Yeah, I'm usually pretty comfortable playing a Phantom in a one-on-one into something, but a Phantom one-on-one into a Falcon is not anywhere I want to be.
You compound that with the fact that the Phantom's shooting at you first.
The Falcon has the pilot skill advantage on you. It's not a good place to be.
Yeah, Cory's really leveraging that barrel roll.
For sure. Oh no!
Runaway ship.
Looks like he's pulling a hard over.
I think Matt's trying to regroup. He's not able to outrun the B-Wing, and so I think maybe he's trying to get some shots on Han now. I mean, the Phantom would be able to deal with the B-Wing, no problem. But it's one of those things where both of the ships pick their partners, and they pick the wrong partners.
Yeah.
Chiraneau wanted to deal with Han, and if you're going to split it up, the Chiraneau wanted to be with Han, and the Whisper wanted to be with Keyan, and that's not the way that happened.
Yeah, because Chiraneau can tank Han for a few turns.
And dish it back.
Yeah. And Whisper can leverage her pilot skill advantage against Keyan. Oh, that's a dangerous decloak.
He just snuck in there.
Yeah, that was close. So, fair guess says Chiraneau dies this turn.
Yeah, it's very sad to see, a really nicely painted Decimator get beat up so much. I guess he painted it red so you can't see the fire.
Yeah. Yeah, because Keyan has 4 total health remaining. So it's gonna be a close one. Oh, he can only took 1.
from Han, yeah.
Or Chiraneau. Chiraneau only took 1 from Han, so that's not too bad.
I know you want it to be Oiken, but it's not.
I know. Still got 5 health remaining on Chiraneau, so that's alright. That's pretty good. That's a little scary.
5 attack dice is solid.
That's... Oh! That... If Cory does not roll an evade... His token. He's still dead. That's still a dead Keyan. That was an impressive hit.
That was brutal.
Alright. That is, yeah.
So
Well
yeah,
done.
yeah. Matt can make a comeback.
No, that was good. Yeah, oh, he's looking a lot better. Chiraneau, he has 5 hulls, so that's 2 to 3 rounds of combat against Han.
Yeah, Chiraneau just has to play the range 3 game until the Phantom can come around.
Yeah, he's got to just stay alive.
You know, at this point, I wouldn't even. I would take a focus. I would take a focus, and I would let Isaard kick in, just to be tanky.
Yeah.
Until the Phantom can come around. And you're paying points for that upgrade. You might as well use it.
Matt is playing fast and loose with those asteroids, though.
Yeah.
But to be fair, he has to get Whisper committed. He needs that firepower in there.
Yeah, he spent too many points out of the game for too long, so he needs to come in and leverage it now.
So he's still in a pretty good spot though, because Whisper has not been touched.
Yeah.
Chiraneau has a couple rounds.
Yeah, and Lando has, not Lando, Han has to come around. The asteroid will probably be in the way, meaning range 3 or range 2 to 3. You get a bunch of defense dice. I would be focusing it with Whisper though.
I think the smart thing for Cory is still try to kill Chiraneau at the moment. He's closer to doing it. It's easier. He's the easier target to kill.
Yeah.
And while Whisper outguns Chiraneau,
He doesn't really though. 4 attack dice coming from both of them, right?
it's true. Generally outguns Chiraneau, but Chiraneau's the easier one to hit and kill at this point. Which is the strange thing to say.
Yeah, so Matt used Expose, and at the start of the combat phase, he gets...
So he spends an evade, takes 2, hitting a crit. It's not the dreaded direct hit. Got 4 dice back. Oh, that's a rough crit. Roll no attack dice next time you attack.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. So here we
It
go.
might have almost been better to be a direct hit.
Yeah, that would have been, in that case, that would have been better to be a direct hit. Well, still, that's a few points of blowing his target lock.
He has a fire control system though, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
So I'll just come right back.
Come right back, yeah. I got some good damage onto Han. That's good. Starting to pick away at him.
Yeah, problem with Han is the C-3PO.
Yeah.
And the fact that once... With R2-D2 as well, it makes it so difficult to deal with him.
It really does, yeah. Here's... Oh, here we go. Alright. Okay, so it's mistaken about the crit. Still got some damage, looks like. Chiraneau's still looking a little rough.
Well, as long as Han starts chasing Chiraneau, I mean, Chiraneau's gonna hopefully get some damage potential back towards him.
Yeah, Chiraneau has three hull remaining.
So one more solid hit will take him out.
Yeah. At least Matt does have Ysanne to use.
Yeah, and I would still be letting her trigger.
Yeah. It's any way to mitigate damage. If it buys your Decimator another turn, then that's good.
Yeah, it's tricky because he wants to use Exposed to get the extra attack dice. But it's one of those things, do I want more attack dice? Do I want to hit more often? That kind of thing.
I think at this point, just because Han is skill advantaging Chiraneau, that the potential defensive is better. Because 3 dice is better than no dice if he exposes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Expose doesn't do anything for him because he doesn't get any defense dice anyway, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's no downside to exposing, and focusing doesn't give him any defensive options. Unless he's at range 3.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Whisper's coming up.
Very ballsy with Whisper.
Very. Just pretty much hoping that that Han stays in Whisper's arc so she can keep flicking in and out.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Cory just booked it. Whisper's not getting any shots on Han this turn, and that's not good.
No, that is not. So there's Ysanne. There we go. Han, 4 dice. And deciding whether or not to use his pilot ability. He's not killing Chiraneau this turn with that roll. Because Cory has to roll 4 damage. But Matt just takes his 2.
He takes it and likes it.
That's fair. That's 2 out of 4. I'm not sure if I would have Han Soloed that or not. It's a tough one. Yeah, it's like Whisper was out of firing arc. Good hit from Chiraneau there. Oh, lovely hit from Chiraneau.
Looks like the shields are coming down. And now, all Matt has to do is keep the Whisper on Han. And, Chiraneau is probably not going to make it next turn.
Yeah.
But
with 1 health, he has to be very lucky to keep him alive.
yeah. Han just has a lot of damage potential, too.
He really does. They're trying to fly out of the camera.
Stay on target.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he spent a few too many turns trying to re-engage with Whisper. Half his fleet is not doing anything for...
Well, and that's the thing that, I mean, the 2-ship lists are really nice because, you don't have to worry about figuring out too many maneuvers. It's not too time-consuming. And when it comes to tournaments, the points that you're giving up, if you don't lose any ships, you're not giving any points up. But the downside is that you mess up with one of those ships in a bad way, you're paying for it. So
half your fleet.
I mean, the old idiom goes, you don't put all your eggs in one basket, but even putting your eggs in 2 baskets means that when you fall over, you crack a bunch of eggs.
Yeah, it's a little rough, and especially because it being Whisper, she's got so much damage potential. If you're not using that for a few turns, you're really handicapping yourself. So here goes. Han he wants Chiraneau. He's going after him.
Yeah, I mean, Chiraneau moving the way that he did was fairly solid. What I would probably have done is not moved too much at all and hope that he bumps into me. That way, robbing him of actions.
Just block him, yeah. It's kind of dirty, but at the same time, it's really good.
I'm an Imperial player. I fight dirty.
Yeah, it's a really good use, especially for that. Where Chiraneau has 1 health left. Yeah, Chiraneau's not going to be attacking, but he's not going to be getting shot at, and he's robbing Cory's only ship of actions.
Yeah.
So there's some of Han's just durability gone.
All right, 4 attack dice.
4 hits there. Good roll. Very good roll from the Phantom. Just 3PO mitigating. Mitigating some of it.
Yeah, fire control system's triggering. It's fairly nice.
It is good.
So I'm waiting here with bated breath to see who comes on top.
Whisper.
Phantom versus Falcon. It's a tricky end game.
It's still such a weird thing to see Whisper decloaking first.
Yeah. Get used to it, buddy.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true with the change to how it works. Yeah. Matt's definitely fighting an uphill battle now, though.
I mean, he has maneuverability on his side.
But he doesn't quite have the defense. He does against that.
Yeah. Han still gets his rerolls. Two potentials.
Yeah, there's the evade.
Very solid.
For Matt, that's probably the smart action to be doing right now.
He only gets 2 defense dice. An evade token is much more valuable than a focus token.
And especially because he has the fire control system. He's got some dice modification. So, no damage. Oh. No damage to Han.
But yeah, he has to... Matt right now, because of C-3PO and soon to be R2-D2, if he doesn't do at least 2 to 3 damage a turn, he's not hurting him. And that's really difficult.
It looks like Cory's been R2ing every turn because he's still got that 1 shield. So he's got to really... Matt really needs to burn into him.
I foresee a 1 hard turn.
Han is silly durable. Not any of the Falcons are.
That was not what I was expecting. I don't know how I feel about that.
We'll see where the Falcon goes. Ooh, that's close. That was really close.
Really close.
That was risky. That was very risky. And Han's going to be shooting through... Possibly shooting through the asteroid.
The closest point should be through that asteroid.
He can take his 2, looks like. Oh, no,
Oh, he's going to reroll it. Okay.
He really wants to kill Whisper. Oh, rerolled into nothing.
He got greedy.
Yeah, every Han player learns that. And that's really using that fire control system there.
Oh, it's good. It's solid.
1 hit only, just gone.
Yeah.
Not even, don't even care about rolling, just spend your evade token.
That was not the direction I was expecting either. I was expecting him to back off more and then hard turn back in, just to keep at that range 3 band.
Yeah. It's getting to the point where sometimes you just don't want to cloak with your Phantom.
Well, with the way that it is with Matt right now, he didn't need to cloak.
No. It was a dangerous maneuver. He might not get a shot off. He's not getting a shot off this turn. Or he might not.
He might just be toast.
That's going to be close. He does have his evade, which is good. So unless he's direct hitted, he should survive this.
He's Yeah, 3 hits.
That's dangerous. Takes 1. Spend his token. Oh, alright, so he is in arc. 5 dice back at the Falcon. Falcons don't like that very much. Especially not target locked 5 dice. Oh, good hit. Good solid hits there. We got some damage.
Again, I don't know if cloaking was the best choice.
Honestly, I don't at this point.
I mean, I'm
not really sure.
I mean, decloak forward and do a hard turn. Doing this way means that you're really risking what the Falcon's doing.
Yeah, you're definitely leaving yourself open. You're leaving yourself open to just getting bunny hopped.
Yeah.
So it's at least you can evade, but
Yep.
it's still a dicey proposition. But no, if the Falcon does that.
I mean, veteran Falcon players. Is he bumping?
Looks like.
Okay. Veteran Falcon players will. Oh, that's not good for Matt.
No, that really is not.
No, it's not good for Matt because now he doesn't have very many places to go, and the Falcon can just totally capitalize on that.
Looks like Matt's gonna
Move forward. I would think that cloaking is probably the best thing that he could do.
at this point, yes. Gives him the extra maneuverability from his sensor echo for next turn. Keeps him alive a little longer.
Yeah, I mean, he's still. It's four native defense dice.
It's very nice. Oh, he's Cory's still being gutsy.
Yeah.
Matt evades it. Close.
Yeah, Matt's just not in a really good spot right now.
No, that's rough.
It's the problem with the Phantom is that you really have to figure out where you're going to decloak. I mean, Matt didn't have any choice in the cloaking matter, but I think that personally, I would probably stay cloaked and disengage, like try to disengage and read.
Oh, he's gonna fly off. He might fly off the board. It's gonna be close. Hello, Matt's back. How's it going, Matt's back?
I think he's laughing. The Matt's back's laughing. I just see he.
Oh, that was close. He almost went off the edge there.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to decloak, right? You can just stay cloaked and move.
Yep. The decloaking gives you some extra movement, but
I mean, the Phantoms have 3 banks.
yeah, he's still in a. At this point, he's just trying to get turned back around. That's a strange way to go.
I think he was trying to figure out if he could get within the asteroid and he pre-measured, and then
That's it.
yeah.
These guys are still going?
Yeah, I would have just gone forward there. Probably one hard.
It's very difficult. I mean, like, there's a lot of pressure right now because, I mean, the Falcon's there, it's bearing down, he has to get turned around as quickly as possible. And now he's landed himself on an asteroid.
He did a one hard. He was likely intending to go forward. That's rough.
I mean, Matt had been flying so well up until this point. It's very difficult. And now, I mean, Hans just has the Phantom on a silver platter.
Yeah, he really does. He's got it in a good spot.
3 versus 3.
For him, anyway. That was a better roll.
Looks like 2.
Came out of that surprisingly well.
Yeah, that could have been terrible.
Could have gone worse. Yeah, another one hard. That makes sense.
It's ballsy, but
Gives Matt the largest possible firing arc,
yeah,
which is what he wants at this point.
he's trying to recover from previous turns.
He's got Han in his arc.
Problem is, Han is going to get 4 attack dice into him first
Yeah,
with rerolls.
he's not gonna need it.
No, he's not.
That's
Probably game.
it's at least 1 guaranteed point of damage. That's it.
That was one hell of a way to go.
That was an interesting game for sure. Well, guys,
Thanks for watching.
as usual, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out, lets us know that you guys still like to see this.
If you want to find out more information, you can always go to northerngamingnetwork.com, where we put up new videos, or follow us on Twitter at NorthGameNet.
Also on Facebook, again, Northern Gaming Network.
Take care, guys.
See you next time.